Hey everybody, and welcome to this class. And it's again Monday morning, and I know that you're all feeling like them over there. You're like so happy. Everybody's in a good mood today. I just want to say thank you everybody. All the work that we're doing now is just for the exam. I'll try to keep today's class short and sweet. There'll be a little bit of the writing book to do, but other than that, that's it for today's class. I'll be quick. We'll go through everything that we need to, and then we'll get ready for the next part. So let's go. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a small quiz. Now, this quiz is fun. I'm going to give you some like word puzzles, and you just have to warm up. Use your brain. So first thing in the morning or in the evening, whenever you do this class, just try to use your brain. Try to think about what could be the answer. So I'm going to give you a word puzzle. You'll pause and you'll write down an answer and see if you get the same one as me. Now remember, this is just for fun, so it's not like a real quiz. Just listen carefully and we'll go through it. So there's two answers that I want. Alright, so let's see if we can do this. Number one, why is 6 afraid of 7? Okay. If you look at the number on my face, you won't find 13 any place. So I want you to use your brain to find out this puzzle now. It's just for fun. Don't get stressed. 30 seconds, pause the video, and just try to write the answer. So you can see I'm smiling. I'm happy today. It's Monday morning. Oh, what's gonna happen? Let's go through. Why is 6 afraid of 7? Because 7, 8, 9. Wah, wah, wah. I'm so sorry for doing a terrible AJ gag in the morning, but I'm super happy. You'll be like, oh, Frazer, it's terrible. English is terrible. No, English is fun. Alright, let's go to the next one. If you look at the number on my face, you won't find 13 any place. What is it? It's a clock. So as you can see here, terrible AJ gag, and you're like, oh, Frazer, oh, I'm so sorry, I love you. But guess what? I have one more for you, so there's two more. Just for fun, try to figure out what room can no one enter? What is it that's always coming but never arrives? So arrives. Again, 30 seconds, try to think of the answers. It's just for fun. Fun for me, because I've got a very bad sense of humor, my AJ gag. So, pause me now, 30 seconds, go! So, what's going to be the answer? Oh, you're like, Frazer, no, don't do another terrible joke. What room can no one enter? It's a mushroom! What is it that's always coming that never arrives? Tomorrow! I am so sorry. I love you. It's just for fun. So all I can say is that. Alright, so as you can see, that's just for fun. What we're really going to do today is page 125, 128, 130, and 134. All I want you to do is to try your best. Go through the words, the vocab, the grammar, and just practice. That's all you have to do. And then in Zoom class, we're going to just ask the questions together that's on the worksheet. So it's going to be super easy today. Let's start with page 125. So here you go, page 125. We're on chapter, or where are we? Unit 9. And as you can see, there's a picture on there. We're looking at the picture and we're looking at the words in blue. Now, as you can see, there are some words in the blue that we need to remember for the test. Remember, all for the final test. So, the first one is, you can repeat after me, lost a job. If you lose something, you don't have it anymore. You find a job or found a job, so you know you got the job. Make money. So you earn money, you get money, you make money. So when you have a job, you get some money. Lose weight or lost weight. So your weight goes down. Gain weight, then you get fatter and fatter. So lost weight, gain weight. The next one, good shape. bad shape. Bad shape is also out of shape. So if you're in good shape, you're thin, or you have muscles, you have a good body, that's usually good shape. Then the last one, stop smoking. So, smoking. So you can see here we have start and stop. So if you start smoking, you've, begun to do it for the first time. Maybe you stop smoking, that's it forever. You've given up. So these words here are very simple words. I just want you to make sure you understand them, make a note of them, and then if you look carefully, I want you to look at the pictures. So in the textbook, there's two people, one from last year, one from this year. And I want you to choose the correct sentence for each one. Now, usually I do this with our class members, but we're doing this at home alone. So by yourself, just try to do it. So pause me now, and then we'll go and try and look at the answers. So if you look at the first one, Martin found a new job. That's right. Next one, he's making more money. Next one, he lost weight. He's thinner. Next one, he's in good shape. So he looks healthier. He looks better. And the last one, he stopped smoking. So on the desk, there's the sign like no smoking. So as you can see, there's a lot has changed, from last year to this year. That's it. It's really simple. I've made these questions for you, and I'd like you to ask your partner. So they're on your worksheet. I'll show you the worksheet just quickly. You can see here, ta-dang. So all you have to do is ask your partner in Zoom time. So just practice the questions one time, make sure you can say them. Which job do you think makes good money? Have you ever tried to lose weight? Do you know anyone who is in good shape? Has anyone in your family stopped smoking? What job do you want after you graduate? Next one. Have you noticed anyone who has gained weight recently? Maybe you don't want to say it to their face, right? It's a little rude, but have you seen somebody? Have you ever found any money before? Found money, found it on the floor. Like, 신봤다, yeah, 신봤다. Next one. Have you started to drink more alcohol this year? So, now that you're adults, you can drink, so has it started, maybe? Have you stopped taking a bus around now that the weather is nice? So the weather is very hot these days. Do you walk a lot, or is it the opposite? You take the bus more. So we'll do that in Zoom. Let's go on. Now the next part is page 128. Page 128 is all about using like to and would like to. So if you look at the first example, when you say like to, it's true for things that are now. Would like to is for the future, what we want to do. So that's the difference. I like to, that means happening now. I would like to is for the future. So we're just talking about things that happen in the future. So if you look at it, it says, which woman has visited Australia? Which woman hasn't? And there's two sentences. So the first one, I like to spend time in the outback. Number two, I'd like to spend time in the outback. So the first one says, I like to spend time. The second one says, I would like to spend. So we know that the answer is number one. It's true. The outback is in Australia. It's an indigenous land where people live. So again, here's another example. I like to teach my students. You are so smart. That's true. That's happening now. I would like to go home at 5 p.m. today. It's not possible because I have another class until 5:20. You. So as you can see, I would like to go home today, later, in the future. I like to is talking about now. I like to teach all my students. You are smart. It's easy to follow this, okay? So what I'd like to do is I'd like to try to do part C, which is on page 128. So I've put 5 because that's the grammar number, and I just want you to look at the sentence and choose one of them. So for example, it says, what do you usually do on the weekend? And you have two choices. I like to relax. I'd like to relax. Now the question, what do you usually do? So there's my hint. So read through the questions and then give the answers for each one. So pause me now and go through it. Right, so the first one, I like to, usually. Number 2, Why are you studying for the TOEFL exam? So we're studying for the exam for the future. I'd like to. What's your New Year's resolution? I'd like to. So New Year's resolution is something that you make on December 31st. So when you're in December, the end of December, and January 1st is the next day, you make a resolution like, I am going to stop drinking. I am going to exercise every day. So if you don't know it, New Year's resolution, that's the meaning. Why is Mike gaining weight? So this is happening. So he likes to eat a lot. Next one, how was your trip to Brazil? We loved it. Past tense. We'd like to visit again in the future. And the last one, do your parents both work? Yes, but they would like to retire. Soon they want to quit. So retire means when you get older, maybe after 20 years, you can stop working and they give you money. Wow, I wish I could retire. It's not going to happen for a long time. But if you could, then that's the meaning, okay? So again, I've made just a couple of very simple questions here from page 128. What would you like to do on Friday in the future? What food do you like to eat these days? So these days, so I like to. What country would you like to visit this summer? What drinks do you like to mix together these days? So cocktail drinking, like, you know, like maybe you like beer and somek. Oh no, beer and soju to make your somek. Next one, what would you like to do instead of study? I would like. Who would you like to go on a date with? So this is like fantasy. If you could have a date with anybody, who would you like to go? Maybe it's your boyfriend or your girlfriend already. Or maybe it's like Rap Monster. Or maybe it's Irene. Somebody you're thinking about for this one. Okay? Alright, so we're going to do that in Zoom, ask the questions. So let's go on to the next part. And the next part is break time. So today's class is a little bit shorter, a little bit easier because we have the writing book as well. And we're going to Zoom as well. So everybody take a 5-minute break, just a quick break, and then we'll go on to the next part. Howdy everyone, and let's get on to the next part. You've enjoyed your break? So here we go. The next part is all about your plans and your dreams. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to ask our friends or classmates in Zoom time. So you're going to have questions to talk about together. So again, like last week, when you talk together with your partners, with your friends, the idea is you'll do the same. So what I'd like you to do is make sure you understand the blue words first. So I'm going to ask you a couple of questions and you're going to ask them afterwards. But what I'd like you to do is to make sure you understand. So first one, we have getting ready. That means prepare for something. Next one, applied for. If you apply for something, it means you're trying to get in there. So I applied for HUFS. I want to go there. I'm about to graduate. So soon I'm going to finish university and then I'm going to find a job. So you can say I'm about to graduate soon. I'm almost about to graduate. There's other things, you know, it's going to happen. About to, soon, coming, right? It's coming soon. Takes. Now, usually we use this with time. So it takes some time. So, for example, my class takes 2 hours. Lunchtime takes 1 hour, like that. Your goal. What's your aim? What do you hope to do? My goal is not soccer player and score. My goal is to be the best teacher that I can be. I want to be like a kind person. I want to be, you know, like good father. All of these things, that would be your goal. So you could have many goals. As I say, like be a good father. Maybe you want to be a good boyfriend. You want to be a good girlfriend. Maybe your goal is to earn lots of money. What are you aiming to do? Now we use become with the job. So I want to become a doctor. Like that. Become, and then you use the name of the job. For example, I want to become a soccer player. I want to become a scientist. The next one's, I can't take it anymore. It means it's too much. You're going to give up. Oh, I can't take Frazer's jokes anymore. It means my jokes are just too terrible, too ajegag. So you're like, ugh, stop it, ugh. Like you're like, oh, enough, stop it. So I can't take it anymore. Maybe, you know, Scott's jokes. That's a real answer. Next one, take it easy. Take it easy means to have no stress. So if I'm like, hey, take it easy, like slow down, everything's okay. Like take it easy means like slow down, like don't stress. The next one, take the summer off. So this is using take and then off. So it means to take a break. And the summer is where you put the time. So take 1 hour off. Take a break for 1 hour. Take 20 minutes off. Take a break for that time. So these are the words that are all in here. Easy, right? Super easy? I hope so. So pause me. Make sure you understand the words and we'll go on to the next section. Now the next section is just trying to answer the questions. So in the book, you need to read through it, and then I want you to answer questions 1 and 2, which is part A, part B, and then part C is kind of on your worksheet. So, like we can just do that separately. So what I'd like to do is to go through it. So first of all, it says, what are the students getting ready to do? You know this answer, right? Yes, I think so. Next one, whose goal is to go back to school, get a job, and relax and not work. So remember, when you're first year students, we say freshman, second year is sophomore, third year is junior, fourth year is a senior in America. In the UK, we only go to university for 3 years. So it's different. We don't have like a first year where you learn your major or do basic parts, because high school we learn the basic parts. So the first year of university isn't wasted like doing other things. We only focus on our majors at university in the UK. So as you can see, we have some questions that I want you to answer. So pause me now. Let's go through the first answer. So what are they going to do? They're getting ready to graduate. So the answer's there. Next, oh, too early. For the next one, Nick is gonna go back to school. Rena is gonna get a job, and Sarah is going to relax and work. Now, Sarah is the English way to say it. Now, maybe you have Italian or Spanish friends, and there's Sarah, and some people say Sarah too, but in English we would say Sarah usually. So I'd like you just to do your worksheet. So there's some using the vocabulary. So if you just look at your worksheet, it's going to be super easy. Here they are. How long does it take to get ready? So prepare in the morning before class or before school or before work. What do you want to become in the future? What's your dream? How long does it take to walk to the language building from here? Now, how big is our campus? Maybe you don't know, so pass that question. So you can say, if you've never been to HUFS, ask for maybe Starbucks. So how far is the nearest Starbucks walking to get there? How many days have you taken off sick this semester? Maybe you've been off 0 days sick, but have you felt sick this semester? Have you ever applied for a part-time job? Where? Who do you know that takes it easy? So who is very relaxed and calm person, like not high tension, very easygoing, very relaxed, chilled out, yeah, everything's okay. Who's that kind of person? So you just have to write down a name when you answer it. So those are the questions. Ask them in Zoom. Let's go on to the next one. So the next part is all about page 134. 134 is the grammar questions for today. So if you look carefully, we're using future tense, but we're using going to. So going to is used for making future plan and intentions. For example, I'm going to study late tonight. That's my plan for the future. It's not going to happen. Today's plan, Somek, all day. Yeah! Next one. When you're making a prediction. So, for example, you can say Manchester United is not going to win the game. Because Mengu. Okay, so we use it when we're making a prediction, guessing for the future. Manchester United play in the future maybe, and then you'd be like, oh, Manchester United is going to win the EPL. No, okay. I'll wear my baseball cap, and that's right. We can be San Diego fan, yeah. So as you can see, we're using it for plans and predictions. So how do we do it? We have a subject of the sentence, I, he, you, she, we, they. We have the be part, am, is, are. If we make a negative, the negative goes here. Then we use going to and the base form of the verb. So I'm going to fly. And then after the verb, we're going to say where and when in this case. So I'm going to fly to Mexico this evening, this summer, like that. So afterwards we give more detail about what we're going to do. Then too. So we have yes/no questions, like are you going to work hard this summer? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. You can't say maybe. Are you going to eat pizza tonight? Yes, I am. No, I'm not, like this. So when we make a yes or no question, the be part comes first. So you, are you, and then we use going to and the base form of the verb. Now, if we want to make a who, what, when, where, why question, or how, it works how as well. You need to make sure that you put that first. So what, when, why always comes first. Then we have the are you. What are you going to do? I'm going to take a trip. When are you going to do it? I'm going to go next week. Why are you going to do it? I'm going to see my sister. So as you can see, all of these are very simple questions. Start with the WH part first, then the be part, and then in this case is it you, and then verbs of going to and the base form, so going to do. So what is she going to do? Like this. What are they going to do? So this is how we make a question, two kinds of questions. So we need to do the grammar practice, and the grammar practice is actually in the back of the book. So remember, go to page 211. So 211 has the grammar box that I've just explained. So the grammar boxes are there, everything's perfect, no problem. If you actually turn over the page, you can find the questions that we're going to do. And we're going to do A and B. C is on the worksheet again. We're just doing some kind of puzzle together, so don't worry. So part A, you have to look at the plans and use the correct form of be going to, and then, that's right, the base form of the verb. So you look at the subject, choose the correct be part, and then say going to. So I am going to. She is going to. Like that. So look at this carefully. Look at the subject of the sentence. Use the correct be part. And then going to. And then the base form of the verb. The verb they give you. So pause me now. Let's go through it. You're right. You're perfect. I'm going to visit. Is going to stay. Is not going to travel. Remember that was a negative. Is going to take. Are going to take. Are going to meet. Are not going to return. So those are the answers for the first one. Part B. This time I want you to fill it in so that you're having a conversation. So this time they give you like WH, or they give you, the answer. So they give you the form of the be part or the you like this. It's very simple to do. So if you look at number 1, it says, so when you leave for Europe. So using going to and making the questions, you should be able to follow the pattern using when, then you leave. So it's a question. So remember, when you going to, like this, right? So write in the question and write in the person's answer. They give you a hint for all of them. So sometimes it's a question, sometimes it's an answer, sometimes it's both, or it's other information. So pause me now and go through it. So you got it? We're right? We're perfect? Maybe yes. So what we're going to do is let's go through the answers. Number 1. When are you going to leave? Number 2. Are you going to go? Number 3. My roommate is going to come. Next on. Where are you going to start? We're going to fly. I'm going to visit. Are your parents going to visit? And the last one, so they are going to meet. So as you can see, all of these answers are super easy to follow through. It's not too hard. Should be easy for you to understand. So let's go on to the practice. Now the practice is just trying to unscramble your sentence. Here they are. You can see them all perfectly. So you can see I've just changed the order. What I would like you to do is unscramble it. So change the order to make a question. So spend 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes to try to unscramble them. Then pause the video and then, do it and then come back and get the answer. So pause me now. And there you go. As you can see, we're perfect, right? Maybe no. So here are the answers. Are you going to travel to another country this summer? Are you going to study in the summer? Are you going to watch a movie this week? What are you going to do this weekend? What grade are you going to get for this course? Are you going to have a date this week? Are you going to go to HUFS Festival in the future? So all of these are in the future. This semester we're not at school, there's no festival, but in the second semester there'll be a festival. Will you go? Yes or no? So you can say, your opinion, your answers like this. So hopefully it'll be really simple. Now everybody, that's it for today. Today's class is super short, super easy. We've just gone through the key points that are here. So now we're going to go to Zoom class and we're going to have our class together and we're going to talk with the questions that we have on our worksheets today. A little bit of free talking, a little bit of meeting people. Everybody's going to have a great day. Everybody, I'm really happy. Irene over here, I love you. Rav Monster, we're all cool too. So everybody, that's it for today. Have a lovely day and I'll see you in Zoom. Bye bye.